All right, we're live. Let me ask you this: Friday night, Billy, Ashley, weekend's almost here. I guess it's here now. Here's I came up with these topics today because I was reading a really, really ridiculous story, and it was about a man and a woman who went on a first date. They met on a dating app, and he asked her to stop at a bank. Did you hear the story? And he robbed the bank on their first date. She said she thought it was weird at the beginning of the date when he came out of the house with a bottle of wine and he was like drinking the wine in the car. And then when he asked her, to stop at the bank real quick, she didn't think anything of it until he ran back in and said, "Get the fuck out of here." And then they got pulled over, and I guess the cops just arrested him. But what's funny about that is that they didn't arrest her. Because she just said that she was on a date. I guarantee you, if it were two guys, they both would have gotten arrested.
Like if they were on a date?
No, if they were on a date, but just saying in general, like the fact that she was a woman, she was like, "Oh no, this was like a date. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he was doing." But it's actually kind of a brilliant plan. It's almost a good plan.
Yeah, but the more people you have with you, the more risk you have of getting caught.
I guess so. What if you're using a getaway driver that doesn't know that they're a getaway driver?
That's true.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is good. I like that.
Well, because you wouldn't have been able to do something like that before internet dating or dating app, whatever the hell it's called, dating apps.
No.
Right?
Hey, you never had experience on a dating app, right?
No. Nope. They came out way after I was allowed to use those.
Yeah.
Do they still? I mean, there's like new ones that pop up every year, right? Like no one uses Tinder anymore, Bumble, any of that stuff.
No, it's like people use like Hinge and like Bumble and like those ones now.
What is the point of why do they keep making new ones? I don't get that. What is the point of that?
To make money. I mean, it's just like,
yeah, but like, why do they keep coming up with different concepps? Like,
when Pokemon came out, there were like 5 companies that like copied it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody tries to copy something and put their spin on it. Yeah, everybody's tried to copy Facebook.
I saw one where it was like coffee meets bagel. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, I've heard of that one.
It's like a really weird dating app. I don't know. Actually,
yeah, I don't like coffee that much.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh no. Well, I don't know. I guess
like when you were like growing up, not now. I mean,
I know. I don't know. Well, growing up, I mean, I basically like dated someone. I didn't really go on dates. I can't remember. I guess, I mean, I did go out with this guy once, and he was like, from the minute I met him, like all over me, and like was like started calling me hun, and I was like, we've known each other for like not even 24 hours. Oh, honey, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
That slowed the mojo down when he said hun.
Well, it's like he said honey, actually, sorry. Well, I'm like, yeah, honey. I'm like, wow, that's great, but like a little too quick.
Yeah, I once went on a date where I think we were in like college or whatever, and we went to like a Wendy's or whatever, and I was looking at her reflection in like the window.
Yeah.
And she looked like a guy who I knew. Even though in real life she was like good looking, but like her silhouette in the window just didn't come off, so I just had to end it because I couldn't get that image out of my head anymore.
It's like a Seinfeld episode.
No.
I just couldn't. Yeah, I mean, it was like that one little idiosyncratic thing that I was like, I don't think this is gonna work anymore. Or when I was in high school, I dated some girl and I wanted to break up with her, and I asked her. I said, "If I break up with you, are you gonna hate me?" And she goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, I guess you're gonna hate me."
Oh my
God. Wait, so how do you two know each other?
We don't. No, we don't. We work together, and we were friends like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice. No, I didn't know if you grew up or if you went to like the same high school or whatever.
No, I'm from New York.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So am I.
No, you're not.
Well, you're from Connecticut.
I'm close enough to New York that I can claim. Ashley, you're not even from New York. You're from like upstate New York. That doesn't count as being.
I know, but it's still New York.
Not really. You're more. No, I'm more New York than you are.
You're in Vermont
Oh,
now, right?
Yeah. But it's like right by New York. It's not too far. It's like 20 minutes to get to New York.
Is it pretty rural where you are?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like where I grew up, same type of thing. So it's not too different. But
are there lots of deer and stuff out there, or?
I haven't seen, we get bears up here.
Wow.
There's a bear going around now, gets into everyone's garbage. And, now with those cameras on people's yeah, they can see them.
And our detector ones.
Yeah. Our neighbor, the bear, it was the garbage, and there was I don't know, a board or something in the garbage. And he took it and just hit the car with it, because he posted the video. So we knew that the bear was around, and just hit the car with it. I was like, oh, just put that anywhere. And he's going through the garbage and everything. But
Ed, how many of you would it take to take down a bear?
Well, that wrestling event that I did last weekend, these are some guys I interviewed that actually got into a ring with a bear.
Oh,
they would wrestle black bears.
How many of you do you think it would take?
I don't know. I guess I guess one. I mean, if these guys are doing it,
I feel like it would take 10 of you at least.
I just told you I interviewed somebody who wrestled a bear. He literally wrestled a black bear in the middle of the ring.
Did he win?
Yeah, that was a domesticated one.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference. You can train bears?
I mean, I would assume one that's that they can be somewhat domesticated. This guy was telling me a story, right? He said that he was getting in the ring with a bear, and the trainer came over to him and said, "Don't be nice to the bear, because if you're nice to him, he'll become aggressive. You have to get aggressive with the bear. You got to lock up with him as hard as you can, and then the bear will not kill you or whatever." And I'm like, dude, can you imagine someone telling you that? You got to grab the bear as hard as you can and start being aggressive with him. Yeah.
That would be the day that I quit
fuck
that job. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess people
be I'm gonna aggressively get out of the ring right now. Screw that.
Yeah, I think you go hiking. I mean, I read a book called Between a Rock and a Hard Place about Aaron Rolfstein. Do you know who he is? Aaron Rolfstein.
Oh, I heard about. The name sounds familiar.
He was the movie 127 Hours was made about him.
Okay.
Where he cut his own arm off.
That's what I was going to guess.
Yeah. In the book, the name of the book is called Between a Rock and a Hard Place. But in the book, he says that he came upon a bear before he, got his arm stuck. And it was a grizzly bear. And it was literally him and the bear and no one else around. And they were face to face. So he had to put his arms up in the air and start jumping around and trying to make himself look bigger. And just screaming at the top of his lungs. And then the bear eventually, turned around and left or whatever. But dude, that's probably the opposite of what I would do.
Sprint in the opposite direction.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably the first thing that I would think of doing. Yeah.
There was this guy who lived with bears, and he wrote a book on how to survive with them. And his thing was to hug the bear. And a bear came to him, and he hugged it, and it mauled him to death.
Oh, yeah, that guy, the grizzly bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
grizzly man. Yeah,
that one was proved incorrect.
I think that's pretty much true for any relationship, right? I mean, it's just a little different, don't you think? If you're married, or you're dating somebody and you love that person, well, you guys get into a fight, you just don't murder each other. But bears don't know how to do that, so they just kill you because they get mad or whatever, right?
Close.
I don't know if I'm making the connection.
Well, the bear's not trained by society to go in the other room and cool off. The bear's natural instinct is to kill you.
And you're saying in a relationship, the natural.
I'm saying that the guy and that bear probably had a great relationship. They just maybe the bear was just in a bad mood that day.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
I'm not gonna blame the bear.
Yeah, obviously no one's going to blame a wild animal like that. I mean, you're stupid if you think that you can tame one. I would never blame a grizzly bear for mauling someone. I mean, They can easily maul someone too. Like they might even just mean to slap you on the ass. They could probably kill you, just with their like paws.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll be seeing bears pretty soon. There's no people around. The bears will be like, well, might as well just take over the town.
I saw a picture the other day of downtown Cleveland, and there were deer walking through it. It was like I Am Legend, like pretty crazy. Downtown Cleveland, deer just like looking each way.
Yeah,
like a pack of them.
Would you date a bear?
If I would be famous.
I mean, what if you have no choice? What if the bear like doesn't give you a choice? Like you have to, you got to be with the bear, or else he kills you. Imagine that.
I mean, and
that was made a movie about that. We like just date a bear.
Yeah. Right. You really want to talk about dating, huh? You just keep getting back to it.
No, I'm just fat. No, honestly, I'm fascinated right now by people who are single and don't want to be, because you literally, or at least you're not supposed to, go like meet with random people. Even though I know some people are probably doing that, it does fascinate me as to what decision I would make if I were in that situation.
You would definitely be like you are. You're a hypochondriac. You would be, nothing would change.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I'd have to weigh, because I also love women, right? I mean, I'd have to weigh the pros and cons of each. I don't know what shoulder would win there. It'd be interesting. I mean, do you know anyone who's like dating people right now?
Like meeting up with people?
Yeah, like meeting up with people like randomly.
Not like meeting up with people, no. Like I know people that are like talking to people, obviously, but not like meeting up with them.
Ashley, what about
you?
Or
if no. People are, I've heard of people doing social distance walks, but
okay. I guess I can see that. Social distance walks.
That's actually a good idea. You might want to be socially distanced.
I guess if you had enough money, you could like rent an apartment. If you had enough money, you could rent a place and be like, look, here's the deal. You gotta come live here in this apartment for the next 30 days. I'll have a doctor come in, test you, take your temperature. I'm talking if you had enough money, like if you're in a different lifestyle where you're like a multi-millionaire it's worth it for someone to try to meet you.
You would have them quarantine for 30 days first?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yes. You wouldn't?
What kind of money are you going to have? You got to be like a billionaire to like.
Yeah, like you have to
pay for rent for 1 month?
Mr. Gray.
I have like $2,000.
Have you seen 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I have. I read the book though.
Oh, do you want them? I have them.
Oh, no, I don't want them.
Trying to get rid of them because no one.
That movie's great.
Everyone's read them. So, there's the third one. I guess it's out. I saw the commercial the other day.
Wait, who's in it?
I didn't realize that.
I'm like, I can't believe this is the book that every woman is obsessed with, like just being like a possession to this guy. You know what I mean? Like, why was everyone so obsessed with that?
Was the guy from Sons of Anarchy the star of it, or was he supposed to be?
I don't remember who it was. I mean, I can look it up.
Who was the star? Do you know, Billy? Do you know or no?
It's not that important, I bet.
Well, I'm just wondering who got to play that role. Because I read it was going to be the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Jamie Dornan.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh, so so they got some rando to do that movie. Because that was a pretty popular book.
Maybe it's not him. I'm not sure. I think it was him.
All right. Well, don't give us the real information.
That's what it said.
That's so what is it about? It's about a guy who he like everyone, he seduces women, right? Is that what it's about?
No, he wants this
I didn't
woman
see the
to
last one because I.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say he like basically wants this woman to sign this like contract that she'll be like sexually like bound to him, basically. Like he can kind of do like whatever he wants to her. He's like weird, like deep down he has all these like fantasies and stuff, and he wants her to like what?
The red room.
Yes. So it's like about that. Like he's like, "Did you sign the contract?" And like, it's just like funny like that.
I guess I didn't watch the last one. The first one came out in 2015, then the second one came out in 2017. And I didn't realize that the third one came out in 2018. So I didn't see the third one, and I only read the first book.
How do they keep pumping out movies? Did they make more books?
No, there's only 3. So like in 2018, that's the last movie. But I was like kind of waiting for it to come out, and I didn't know it came out. So I'm gonna try to find that on TV and watch the last one, because everyone back in 2013 when the books came out, like everyone was 12, I guess it was. Everyone was really keeping this under wraps. Like I do not still know like what the end of the movie is. No,
I'll look it up for you.
No, don't tell me. But no one would tell. And you know how everyone tells everyone's business? It's so funny that like no one would tell anybody about this book. They're like, "Oh, you'll see when you read it." Like, wow, this is the best kept secret.
Yeah, I didn't need to see the movie.
Well, it's a good movie though. It really is a good movie.
No, I'm sure it is. I just didn't like any of the people.
Ed, you should see the first movie. You would find humor in some of the parts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like just me and my buddies like watched it, and like just
together?
him like wanting her to sign the contract and all that.
All right. That's like, oh wait, oh my God, dude. Wasn't there a famous like athlete or celebrity that was making his wife sign a contract like that? Remember that? Like vaguely, I vaguely remember this happening. And I can't remember. No, I think it was before.
Oh wow!
It was like I think it was someone like Johnny Depp or someone like eccentric actor like that, where they were trying to make their like wife or girlfriend sign some like weird contract. It might have been Tom Cruise with Katie Holmes, maybe. Actually,
that wouldn't surprise me.
Now that I think about it, I think it was Tom Cruise with Katie Holmes.
I heard he signed a contract with the other one too, Nicole Kidman, a 10-year contract. Like they were married 10 years.
I think that's what it was. I think it was Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. I don't know why I know that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Did they get divorced?
Yeah, they had a marriage contract. I'm looking up. I see it right now. That's so weird.
How long were they married?
Yeah.
I don't know. They had a 6-year-old, so maybe like 7 years, maybe.
I don't even know if it lasted that long.
Yeah, probably not. But he's a weird guy, obviously.
Yeah, strange.
I'd have him on the show though if he wants.
I think he's gay.
I'll have to edit that out because I don't want to get sued, but I don't know.
I don't think you have to edit that out. Everyone is free speech.
What do you mean? You don't have to edit that out.
Well, I don't want to get sued for slander.
It's free speech.
Ed,
do you think? I don't know. I mean, he married Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes.
They had contract.
I don't know. I thought that was all for the press.
No, I just think he's a weird. I think he's a weirdo. That's all.
Isn't that what happened with Ken Cassidy?
Didn't his best friend like kill his wife, and they like don't care? No one cares about it. She's like disappeared 10 years ago. The guy, the leader of Scientology, Ron Miskovich.
I don't know. Ashley, do you know?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't follow the science.
Wait, you've never listened to the interviews with Leah Remini when she talks about her time in Scientology and how like
I've seen those, but I saw that she's like doing that, but I never watched.
Dude, it is like insane. Well, because I grew up in Clearwater, Florida. Like every summer we'd go to Clearwater, and that's where the Church of Scientology is located. So you would see these people literally dressed like airport workers, where they'd have, either a blue dress shirt or a white dress shirt, and they try to come up to you to recruit you. And, the stories that she was saying were just incredible. Where like, if somebody, broke a rule, they'd have to go to like this room and Tom Cruise would be waiting and Tom Cruise would like beat the shit out of them. Here comes the guy from Mission Impossible just beating the shit out of you. Because maybe you said a swear word, or you didn't give enough money, or you told someone that they shouldn't join the church. That's like
what
simple.
That happened.
Yeah. And Leah Remini was saying that she witnessed it. stuff like that, and her family won't talk to her anymore. I mean, it's just wacky stuff, man.
Well, she's not in Scientology anymore, is she?
Well, she ran away. Crazy and trying to do that for the publicity?
Nah, she's not crazy. No, I think she got out, dude, because that lifestyle is crazy.
Right, and she's not the most popular actress, so I doubt that she did that for publicity.
No, I mean, she's a great actress.
She is.
I just didn't know she did it to get this show or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's not like. I mean,
she made enough money from Saved by the Bell and King of Queens.
King of Queens, yeah.
Yeah, she made a ton of money.
King of Queens, yeah.
She was in Saved by the Bell.
She was great in King of Queens.
That's right. She was the daughter.
She was hilarious in King of Queens.
Ashley, what'd you say? She was who?
She was the daughter on the
Yeah.
What is it? They had the beach club.
I forgot her name. But yeah, she was like the Italian daughter in Saved by the Bell. She was trying to get with Zach.
In the beach club. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where she cut her teeth.
Zach was trying to get with her.
Is there a difference?
Yes, she wasn't trying to get with him.
All right, well, regardless.
That's why we shouldn't have Ed lead the dating conversation. But.
I took it off. That's why I said the romantic comedies. I thought that was a good subject. And I'll tell you why, because I was reading an article about how every movie in the 90s was basically had the same plot. Where it was like, popular high school guy, football guy would date the ugly girl, even though in real life she wasn't ugly at all. Like in what was it? She's All That. You know what movie I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, they took Rachel Lee Cook, who's arguably she's a beautiful girl. All they did was put glasses on her, and they're like, "Oh, how could you date the weeb?" And then
what was the movie that made fun of that?
It was Date Movie, right?
No, not Date Movie.
Was it Scary Movie?
No. But that movie was amazing. That movie was hilarious. What was it that parodied all those?
Yeah, I thought it was Date Movie, but you might be right. But I just thought it's just so funny, like because all those were like that, right? Wasn't 10 Things I Hate About You? Was that the one with Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
Where like he has to Julia Stiles, whatever, is like afraid to go to the dance. So he's like this popular guy. Like every single movie, Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise is like the good-looking agent. And Renee Zellweger is this little tiny secretary that's afraid to talk in public. Oh my God, I can't believe that Jerry Maguire wants to be with, Every one of those has the power struggle, which I think is just kind of funny. You guys should both go fuck yourselves.
That's what I want to know who that person is, but never mind.
What person?
What were we just talking about before that?
Rachel Lee Cook?
Leah Remini?
I want to know what that show was that movie was. What was it that it made fun of all those high school movies?
I think it was Scary Movie.
No. I thought it was Date Movie.
No, it wasn't just Date Movie.
Okay, I don't know, dude. Who was in the movie? Can you think of anyone who was in the movie? All right. Well, while Billy's doing that, so while you can't think of one person who was in the movie, was Anna Faris in it? Because she's in every one of those.
She might have been.
I thought it was Date Movie.
It wasn't Date Movie.
Or not the I know what you're talking about. He's Just Not Into You, 10 Things or something, where they combine like 10 different movie names.
We've got to be able to find this. Come on.
It was what other movies did they do a parody of?
Oh, was it Not Another Teen Movie?
Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Ed.
There it is. That movie is a great movie. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah,
they make fun of it. Well, every rom-com that you probably want to talk about is probably parodied.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude. The best rom-com of all time is probably The Wedding Singer. or Rocky 1, one or the other.
If I have to watch a rom-com, I'd settle for one of those. I feel like usually you're gonna have to watch something a little more cheesy than that.
You know, I mean, Rocky's kind of a rom-com, you think?
I'm just saying, I'll take that. If that's like, if someone says we got to watch a rom-com, I don't think we're gonna be watching Rocky 1, but I'll take it.
Dude, rom-coms were like the way that you would even be able to talk to a girl in high school. Like that's the only reason that they ever existed. So that you could say, oh, do you want to come over and watch some movie that, you know, that's what you would do.
Oh yeah, well, you never get choice of like what they're watching.
Like, you know, that's what's kind of missing from today's world, right? Is that you don't get the whole, oh, let's go to Blockbuster and like pick out a movie to watch together. Right, because that right there, like you don't even get that intro to what the night's gonna be like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, now you gotta go over to someone's house. Maybe you've never even met the person before. Now where else are you gonna go? You have to go to their house. So you go to their house, and now you gotta, you know, scroll through Netflix for an hour before you figure out what you want to watch. Whereas, you know, 1998, you could just go to the Blockbuster, pick out a movie. And you've already had an hour worth of conversation, you know, so you could kind of feel it out, you know, what's going to happen.
Yeah, you could get to the Blockbuster and maybe not even want the movie.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you could just say, hey, this isn't going to really work out. But if you're in someone's house, if you're at someone's house, though,
right, you know, you're stuck.
You're like
you're locked in.
I mean, there's no way that it's safer than it used to be. There's no way. People think you're weird if you're like, oh, I met so and so in person. Like, wait, you met someone in person?
Like not on the internet?
You mean you didn't like you didn't Google them first or like Facebook them? You know, you didn't meet them on Tinder? No, I didn't. I like
FaceTime them?
Yeah, imagine meeting somebody in person by like introducing yourself. I don't know. Do people still do that? I mean, I'm sure they do, but they probably freak out. Like, why are you talking to me? I don't know who you are. I was told not to call the strangers.
Your kids will be like amazed. You'll be like, mommy and daddy like talk to each other. You're like, wait, they didn't use an app? How did they like, you know?
Oh, dude. When my kids are older, I'm like, yeah, I met your mom like in person. Like I said, hey, hi. And like, what?
I spoke to your mother. What? You didn't text her for 2 weeks first?
I used to think about that when I would be driving. And I would see like other people in the car together, like, you know, maybe like a couple. And you have to think that at one point, those two people who are riding side by side were complete strangers. And now they're sharing like this really small space together. And that's weird. Isn't that weird if you like break it down like that?
Are you only thinking of small spaces like that because of Corona? Or
no, I'm just thinking, I just remember driving, I would be driving, I would write down, because, you know, that's what I used to do. I used to write down all my thoughts. So that was one of my thoughts was, at some point, these two people were strangers. They had no idea who they were.
And now they're going.
And now they're like going somewhere together. It's like a cool, you know, they like plan this whole trip, whether they're going to go to Walmart or they're driving to like a different state. At one point, they had no idea who each other is. And it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then it becomes terrible once you know the person. But at one point, you didn't know them.
Dude, I used to do a joke. Actually, you may have heard this one about Relationship Island. I think that's
I might.
Or maybe it was called Happy. Oh, I think it was called Happiness Island. On how like relationships start. So like you get on this boat, and it's called like the relationship. And on the way to Happiness Island, it's getting better and better and better and better. Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And then you get to Happiness Island, you're like, this is unbelievable. And then you're like, well, trip's over. The boat's got to go back, and then it's just all downhill from there.
So I think you're talking about the wedding. You get on the ship, then it's the honeymoon.
It's just like,
yeah.
That's why it's called a relationship, because the ship sinks.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna stay out of relationships, and then it works out just good, just all good over here.
Well, you're in Vermont. You're in a relationship now with nature.
Exactly. My bear.
Good one. Eddy.
I don't know. I mean,
guy's a freaking comic over there.
I couldn't imagine living in a place where there's no people.
I mean, well, there's people. It's just a small town, you know.
Like North Dakota, though, or like South Dakota, right?
I just couldn't. Yeah, I mean,
or do you mean Vermont?
Actually, how like do you know people in your town, or is it like everyone know each other, or is it one of those towns where nobody knows each other?
No, so everyone knows everybody, especially because like I know everyone that goes. I don't know them, but I know people. But a lot of people in this town, they like went to school together.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
And then now they're all teachers at the school together. You know, you're wow, like you guys did really well in like venturing out in life.
Well, and they're like, well, you moved to Vermont.
I guess I know who's the ass here, right? I don't mind it here. Actually, I mean, like right now, I love it here. You know.
Yeah, it must be perfect right now.
Yeah, I thought about this the other day. I'm like, you know what? Social distancing is not really like affecting me too much.
Yeah, you're already like abiding by it, just living in Vermont.
Exactly. I'm like, it's really not that bad.
You have houses near you, or not really?
Yeah, but I mean, I have like 6 acres.
The fact you gotta think about it. I look at my window, I see 7 houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a house across the street, and that person like gets her second home.
Yeah.
And there are cool areas to walk like where you are.
Yeah, there's like a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of nice hiking paths if you come this way.
Billy, do you think you could walk to Vermont?
Honestly, dude, my brother wants to try to walk across the US.
Me and Ashley we already planned it. I can tell you about how long it would take.
How long it would take if you went across the US?
Well, I think we planned it out. It was like 5 miles an hour. The average person can walk, or a 12-minute mile.
No, that's
no. The average person does 3 miles an hour.
Yeah,
is it
5 miles?
A 20-minute mile, really?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, but you can't do 20 miles at 5
walking
miles.
though.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So so 20-minute miles, so 3 miles. So you can do 24 miles a day.
And how long are we talking?
8 hours. If you walk 8 hours a day, 24 miles a day, you can make it to Florida in 100 days.
Because it's about 1,000 miles.
It's like 2,400 miles.
If you did that, you'd feel like you could do anything. I was talking to my brother. I was like, you would feel like you could do anything. You'd be like, well, should we hire him for the job? He walked across America. I guess he can come into work on Monday.
Do you think you'd lose weight or no?
Dude, obviously, yes.
Well, what if you just ate a lot?
What are you gonna eat that's gonna allow you to keep off weight while you're walking all that, and then you're not going to be able to eat good enough?
I feel like I could do that.
I feel like I could too.
Across the U.S.
At 24 miles a day, that doesn't seem like a lot, right?
I think after a while it would like catch up with you unless you trained for it. You can't just like
walking. I mean, it doesn't seem hard.
Yeah. Well, we can't just like go start today or tomorrow. Like you have to train for it. You have to like.
I don't think you have to train for walking. I think like that's like a natural thing that you just do. You just get up and walk.
Yeah, but not for 8 hours a day. I mean, well, I do when
I work.
First
off, I can show you my college transcripts. I actually have 1 credit in walking. I took a walking class in college.
A walking class?
Only you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It was not easy because it was one of those classes where you had to keep your the heels of your feet on the ground like the whole time or whatever. And dude, it was 8 o'clock in the morning and it was 3 days a week and it was a nightmare. We would have
how long was it?
We'd have to power walk. It was an hour. We had to power walk for an hour. It was an elective. I needed like 1 credit. So like I'll take a walking class. I thought we were gonna do like take a stroller around like through the woods. I didn't realize we were gonna be power walking for the Olympics. My calves would be killing me.
Did you pay for that class?
I guess so. Yeah, I did. Dude, that's why college is such a.
Ed minored in walking.
Hold on.
So let's go to Florida.
Let me tell you something. Here's how much of a scam college is.
It is
when I did my internship to graduate, I go to like the bursar's office to write my check for my credits, and they go, "Oh, you were you need to do 6 credits." I go, "Okay." I go, "Well, I go, can I just pay for 6 credits?" They go, "Yeah, you can pay." I'm like, "Okay." So I wrote in 6 instead of 3, and I just paid them double, and they gave me the credits. That's the scam in a nutshell right there.
That's
so I just paid like $8,000 for an extra 3 credits. No big deal.
I wish I could do that. I'm taking my bachelor's right now, and it's like all paper. It's kind of like a joke, It's like just going through the motions to get your degree.
I still don't have my degree. I mean, I technically have it, but I owe like $1,400 in parking tickets that I'm refused to pay. I'm never paying.
So you're not getting
I'll never get it.
What school did you go to?
I went to Eastern Connecticut, and here's the thing: I wanted to sue them, right? Because here's what happened.
Why not UConn, Ed?
You know what? Because I thought I'd have a better chance of playing baseball at Eastern than I would at UConn. So UConn was the D1, Eastern was D3. So I was going to sue them because they issued more parking passes than there were parking spaces.
Oh, that's not fair.
And I lived on campus. I needed a place to park.
Right.
So if I came back late at night or whatever, and there was no place to park, I would just make up my own spot that I was paying for anyway.
Right.
And I'd, constantly get parking tickets because they give you one every day. Like, sometimes I wouldn't leave my dorm for like, 7 or 8 days or whatever.
But where would you park?
I would park like on the side of somebody else. Just make up my own spot,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like on the end where there's not a real spot, well, you should have just painted a white line and made 2 more spots.
I know. Well, I wasn't that creative back then. Yeah. I wish I would have done that.
I know. Then maybe you wouldn't have got a ticket. You'd be like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Then you'd have your degree.
Matter of fact, one night, one of my favorite cars I ever had, I had a Volkswagen Golf, like the little one. I think it was like an 88 Volkswagen Golf. And I came out and someone broke my window with a rock and stole my radio. And my doors were unlocked, which really pissed me off because they didn't lock. So I wrote an editorial in the newspaper. I'm like, hey, whoever broke my window, the doors were unlocked for a reason. Now I got to fix my window and buy a new radio. Can you imagine that? Someone's going to steal your, because I was under the impression they're going to steal your car radio. They're going to do it anyway, right? So I was like, I'm never going to lock my doors. So,
where is Eastern Connecticut? I forget.
It's like down the road from UConn.
Okay.
Near the you know where UConn is, right?
Hartford. No,
probably like a half hour from Hartford.
Okay. That area. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hood.
Is it in the hood?
Project.
No.
Well, I went to school in Bridgeport. That's no better.
UB.
Bridgeport, they got the ferry there that goes to Long Island, right?
Yeah.
I've taken that.
We took that when we played soccer. We went over to Southampton, so we took the ferry.
I got a buddy whose mom lives in Southold.
I don't know what that is.
Over there.
Where's that? Hamptons?
Yeah.
That must be nice.
I've been to the Hamptons. I dated somebody. I should have never broke up with him.
This is live on the air, right?
Why did you break up with him?
At some point, this might get big enough that guy is going to know that this is going to happen because he's like the owner of some hedge fund.
I'm only really saying this in jest, but I mean, like when you look back, you're like, what happened there? No, he's like the vice president of a really big company. Can't tell you though, because we're live.
Up in Vermont, so everything.
Now I live in Vermont. Well, I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's
though.
one you wish you could have back.
No, I was just kind of kidding around. When you like sit back and reflect on your life, you're like, oh, look at what happened. But no, I mean, I wouldn't be like, I'm happy with my life. So
everybody's happy with their life. Life isn't real. It's not real anyway. This is all a simulation.
Oh God.
There's no way that what's happening right now is real.
I know I have to zip my mouth because I can't talk about it.
It's like unbelievable. It's like The virus, the murder hornets, snow. Is it snowing where you are?
It's supposed to be.
It's unbelievable. It's going to be snowing in June.
Yeah. Well, I'm like waiting to plant my garden, so I want it to stop. Like I want it to be nice. So like maybe by next week I can plant my garden.
It's not going to snow here, Ed, right?
Yeah, I think we're getting a coating tomorrow.
We're getting it overnight.
Like I've been waiting. I'm like, oh, 1 week. I'm like, I need a really nice weekend so I can like get out there, mow my lawn, do some yard work. I'm not gonna do yard work in May when it's 40 to 35 degrees outside. I want to wait. You haven't done anything? Not really.
You haven't done any?
Oh, I've
got last weekend was gorgeous.
Yeah, last weekend I was on the air for like 20 hours, dude. I was stuck in the basement.
That's right.
Yeah. Of course it was nice that weekend. That's just the way the world's gonna work right now. It couldn't have been like 35 degrees that weekend.
You should have done it this weekend.
I know. Well, I was going to mow my lawn tomorrow, but I guess if it's going to snow, then I guess I'm not going to.
Abby was in the pool with her friend, like the neighbor, just this past weekend.
That sounds like social distancing.
Well, we live in the boonies, so that is social distancing. They were like riding bikes and stuff. They were outside. It was fine.
I don't know. Every time I get the nerve up and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go for it, And then I read a story and I'm like, all right, I'm not leaving my house. That's it.
So I realized I haven't been to the grocery store in like a month and a half.
I got gas today. I gassed up, filled my tank. It was $18.50.
That's great.
Fill my tank. I was like, holy shit.
Wait, how did you do that?
Because it's like $2.
Oh shit! I'm talking about how did you actually like fill your tank up, like the physical.
So
process.
I went to a place that was full serve and just gave my card. Yeah.
Why?
I had to get gas 2 weeks ago.
There's a place that's like a few houses away from me that's like a gas station that's like full serve. So I've just been going there.
Yeah, I went a couple weeks ago and got gas, and I had like a glove on. I had a wipe to hold the pump. I didn't touch. I used the wipe to put my card in. I didn't touch anything, and then I used another wipe to wrap everything up and throw that away.
Okay.
So you're
definitely taking every precaution. I mean, it's for sure.
Yeah, every precaution imaginable.
Your immune system might be decreasing over there.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, I mean that's one of the risks I'm taking. Yeah. When this is all over, I'm gonna get out there. I'm going to hug every single person I see.
Then you're gonna get sick. Then.
Yeah. I want to hold you to that. When they put like social distancing into like permanent effect.
Oh, who I'm trying to get on the show, which I think would be really fun. Billy won't want to be on this because this might be too immoral for him. I'm joking. Well, you get mad about Michael Jordan. I want to have a swinger couple on to find out how they're dealing with quarantine. Because in that lifestyle, that must be like, you're used to this lifestyle, right? That you're every week or whatever, and now all of a sudden the government told you that you can't do that anymore.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not doing it.
If they're with us, oh, you mean like illegally meeting up?
Well, I mean, if you have people that you like regularly are around, they might still have them over.
I guess so. I wouldn't be taking that chance, but yeah, maybe normal people would be, sure.
I think you're in your own world though.
I'm not taking that. I'm not literally taking that chance.
Ed, what was the last story you read that creeped you out? You said you keep reading stories that freak you out.
Well, I'll tell you what. Remember when we had the comedian Marty Caproni on?
Yeah.
And he said that he knew somebody, whatever. So I was like, somebody shared something on his page. So I went to this person's Facebook page, and the guy was like saying that it wasn't real, like saying that the flu, it's the flu. He had like all the statistics, and now he's like, literally, people are asking like to pray for him, and that like freaked me out a little bit. Like in my head, I might think like, oh, maybe it's not, maybe it's this, but in reality, I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything. Like I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want people touching me. I don't want to go in public. I don't want to bump into anybody. I won't even go to the post office. I'm costing myself money right now by not. I usually buy and sell stuff on the eBay, and I've like literally stopped doing that. And I'm watching how much money I'm losing because I don't want to go to the post office.
Yeah, but you can buy your own. There's like an app out where you can buy your own like postage online now.
Yeah, but how am I going to mail it though?
Well, just isn't there somewhere where you? Oh, because it's boxes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean boxes. Yeah.
I
guess I
could
find someone.
Can you run in?
I guess they pick it up from me. No, I'm not. I don't want to run it anywhere. I don't even want to open a door.
Why don't you do UPS?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Do you have chicken where you are? I had no chicken. Billy, have you seen chicken?
I think I've seen it, but I've heard that there may be a shortage soon.
Dude, I have not been able to find chicken in like 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah.
So saw.
I'll pay you to ship me a box. Pack it up in some dry ice and ship me a box of it, please.
I'm not going to the post office, Ed.
Like, why can't there be like an Omaha chicken company that send me just bulk chicken?
Do you guys have the Schwann's, man?
What?
I don't think so.
Really? You probably do. It's SCH like WANS. They come to your house and you can buy stuff from them.
Wait, what is it?
The Schwann's, man.
Sounds like a medicine doctor.
No, I'll send it to you. It's like they come in their food. You buy what you want and they have it in their truck. They probably have chicken.
I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I would do. I'd rather starve.
No, it's normal food.
The guy comes in like one of those like Mako tool trucks and sells you food out of
it. But I think it started with ice cream and then they expanded. I buy their ice cream and we used to buy it when we were kids. It's really good.
You know what?
Mako tool truck.
I had a neighbor growing up. It was like this little old Italian woman. And she would kill chickens in her basement, and then defeather them and make the. And I was thinking, I'm like, back then I'm like, that's disgusting. Now I'm like, I wish I knew how to do that.
Well, you can buy chickens.
Yeah, I don't know how. And then what am I gonna do with it?
Do you have?
Do you know how to take a beak off? Because I don't.
You can get fresh eggs from them.
I have no problem buying eggs because I'm being price gouged right now with eggs. Where's my boy Noah Colvin with the eggs?
Oh my God! How much are you paying a dozen?
Let's see. I paid for 18 eggs. I usually pay like $2.75. I paid $8 the other day.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So how much are your eggs at like Walmart?
I have no idea. I don't go to Walmart.
Like they're like
Ed would never go to a Walmart. Ed would never go out.
We're taking shots at. We're going at one Trader Joe's. That's all we're going to.
No, I mean like pre-pandemic.
Oh, I think it was probably like $1.50 maybe, $1.75. Does that sound right?
They're like 58 cents here for a dozen. But then the other day, because I had to buy eggs so Abby could color them at Easter, and I was just happened to be at like this store in town, and they were $4. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Whoa!
When I'm used to paying 58 cents.
Yeah, they said the eggs got expensive. I don't know.
But I just bought them.
Expensive.
They got eggs expensive. The Eggman wants to get paid.
Well, a lot of people around here have chickens, so
nobody's really sweating it in Vermont. They're like, "Yeah, I already got chickens."
And I guess
chicken before the egg over there in Vermont.
Yeah, and if they need chicken, I guess they can.
But those chickens don't. I've read that they don't lay like a dozen eggs a day.
No, they lay like one a day.
Yeah, so what good is that?
Well, if you have 6 chickens, do you eat 6 eggs a day?
I guess that's I guess if you have 6 chickens. Wait, what do you need a rooster too? How does that work?
I don't know because
you need a rooster to knock them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know because I won't have chickens.
Yeah, I don't know what they do. I mean, because they're not mammals, so I don't know what they do.
I don't know.
You need a rooster.
I can't do.
What do they do though? They don't have like rooster penises. They just like hang out. I don't know how that works. I need someone to tell me that though, because I'd be interested in knowing that process.
They have rooster penises and then they lay eggs. The moms lay eggs.
Yeah, the eggs sometimes I don't know how you can tell between the regular egg and like one that would hatch, but
Oh, is there a difference?
I have no idea. I don't either. I like should have chickens because I have like a ton of land, but friends of mine had them before, and they're like, oh, and they're scary at night.
Are they a lot of work? They're probably a lot of work, I would think.
I don't think they're like a ton of work, but they're like scary at night. They have these big claws. Like, I don't know. I just don't do. It's like certain things I don't do. Chickens, mice, like I can't.
We bought my uncle a pet duck, or 2 pet ducks for his birthday.
Yeah, and then you can have duck eggs.
Well, they both got killed, but yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
I still didn't see that coming, did you?
No, we didn't think I guess a coyote killed them or something, but yeah, I mean that's what happens with chickens, right? They just get killed by something else.
They can, yeah, and probably for me they would because there's so much here. But you
That's
put them in.
You keep them in the chicken coop.
Yeah, you put them in a coop.
I would just let them live in my house.
I mean, people let them. I see them crossing the street sometimes.
You know what I would have? What I want to have for a pet is a pig. I've heard pigs are like the best pet you can have.
I was gonna get.
They're really smart.
Yeah, they are really smart.
I was gonna.
They will kill you.
So I don't really. My neighbor is kind of like not very nice. So we were gonna get pigs, and kind of put them like over that way. But I just kind of felt like bad.
Wait, are you plotting like a murder?
No, just because they smell. They smell.
Oh, okay.
So
well, because did you hear the story about the guy who was eaten by all the pigs?
Wasn't that a Criminal Minds episode?
No, this was like a real life. I think it happened in Florida, but the guy fell into the pig pen, and the pigs. There was nothing left because pigs eat everything.
Yeah,
like
they will.
Bone, they don't. There's nothing they won't. They don't discriminate against what they eat.
No, so mine was just because of the smell. Because they smell.
That guy disappears. You heard it here first.
Well, no, I can't fathom having Charlie for dinner.
Pigs, supposedly they make great pets, except for the fact that they do eat a lot of the furniture.
Like inside pets?
Yeah. Not outside. Yeah, you keep them like inside the house. They're furry. They're just like dogs. They're just a little smarter.
I think they're like a lot bigger and like heavier.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean,
you can get the little ones. What are they called? The potbelly pigs?
I don't know, but you can actually get like a legit Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, and totally make a great pet.
I don't know.
That thing would destroy your house.
Yeah, you gotta train it. I think
they smell.
No, I don't think that's true. I think you can give it if they smell if they live outside in their own shit. But if you actually wash them,
well, they could live inside in their own shit.
You wash them and you take care of them just like you would any other animal.
So, how heavy do you think a pig is?
Why does that matter? Why would that matter?
Because if it puts a hip into your wall, it's going to take it right out.
Like, let's just go throw them in the 600.
How much do you think a pig weighs?
Probably like 600 pounds.
Yeah, you'd be right. 600 pounds. Yeah, is that a lot?
Is that a lot? He says that's like as much as your family weighs.
Dude, that pig would kill you, huh? Dude, imagine how your dog would jump on you in the morning, like while you're sleeping. Imagine the fucking pig jumps on your chest while you're just sleeping. Like, what the fuck?
No, you'd be dead.
You would be dead. Yeah, you would think it was like it'd be like a heart. Yeah, that would be pretty insane.
It'd crush you.
Luckily, I've read pigs can't jump.
So you're gonna put a pig in your bathtub? Like it'll crush your bathtub?
No, I don't think
it's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna open up the doors.
Just all over the place.
I'm pretty sure you could have pigs as a pet, but you might be right. Maybe there's a different one.
Potbelly pigs, the small ones.
Oh, it is the small one. They only reach up to 30 pounds.
No, there you go. That's a little bit better.
Oh, there we go.
It's not the actual pig from the. Imagine that. I go to like a farmer. I'm like, hey, I want to buy a pig, and he's like, okay.
You were saying that it was Wilbur from Charlotte's Well.
That's what I thought. Imagine that if I got the information wrong, I come home with like this, 100-pound pig. I'm like, oh, this is a great pet, and then Next thing I know, I need
like,
a bulldozer.
That's 3 times the size that it's supposed to be. You're like, yeah, it's a big baby.
Now, I can't get him out of my house now because he won't fit through the door.
I tried giving this pig a bath, and I have a hernia now. Trying to pick this thing up. You're like calling the fire. I can't get this pig out of my bathtub.
They're like, don't talk about your wife like that.
No, you're like,
I got him in the bathtub, but I can't get him out of the bathtub.
I really have a pig here. Come see.
That would be great. I think that would be cool. I'd like to live on a farm. Ashley, did you grow up on a farm? Did you say you grew up on a farm?
No.
No, you made that up.
Well, I thought upstate New York. I'm putting the two together.
There are farms like by where I grew up, but no.
I like the fact that we literally talked about nothing that we were going to. I'm never putting up a topic. This is why I don't come up with topics.
I told you the topics were whack.
You just never know.
Well,
I'm not that type of person. I'm never going to be able to do that like show where it's like, oh, let's talk about this. It's just, I can't. I tried.
Order, let me ask you this hats?
I did, yeah.
Like the kind you're wearing, or like baseball caps?
Just like this.
Okay.
Are they black?
Yeah, they're black. And I also have, which I've been trying to make up for a long time, 5:46 a.m. hats, which I'm pretty stoked to rock one of those. Anyone get it?
No.
Yes, it's the reference to who the F is this? It's right. 5:46 in the morning. Crack it on, and
it's from the song "Warning" from Biggie. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I don't know it.
I only know it because Ed's referenced this idea many times.
Yeah. Also. You don't know who Biggie is?
I know who he is. I mean.
Well, that's the whole point. It's like a minimalist reference.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know what it was because I don't listen to him. I mean, I have in the past, old school, but
don't you think no one will get that hat?
That's exactly why. That's exactly why I want to have the hat. So no one. I want people to say, "What does your hat mean?" I go, and then I can turn. Maybe I'll have. Yeah, I can, like turn it over or something and just say, tell them what the lyrics are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the hat, you have the lyrics.
No, but I only made up. I got 10 made up. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I could. That might be illegal though. So maybe I couldn't do that. I don't know. I have to find out how that works.
So, did you have someone that makes these for you, or did you just go through your own vendor that you?
No. I have a.
He held someone at gunpoint.
I did one of those things online where like you go to like a hat manufacturer and you just upload your logo.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know if you had like. I paid somebody to do the design. So.
Where is the design?
On my phone right now.
The let me ask you this design?
No. The 5:46 a.m. design.
Well, okay, because I was going to say, I mean, what design is that?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Let me ask you this. Like, what is the design? Isn't it just the word?
That's just. Oh, the let me ask you this is going to be just going across. Yeah, it's nothing spectacular.
Instead of Under Armour, let me ask you this.
I don't care, dude. Everyone in the world could say this hat stupid, and I'll continue to keep wearing it.
What is that? Under Armour?
Yeah. Why does that bother you?
No, I actually like Under Armour, and Adidas and Under Armour are my favorites.
I mean, it is May, and you're wearing a beanie.
Well,
it may be time for a temperature check.
Well, not today, tomorrow, or Sunday.
Yeah.
What do you mean by temperature check?
I'm just saying if you're comfortable in a beanie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's freezing in my house.
Why is it freezing?
Because I'm in the basement. When you're in the basement, it's colder.
All right. I didn't know you were in the basement. That's right.
Now
we're gaining steam. We got our second viewer.
Now I feel like you guys are punking me about my ideas now.
No, we're not at all. I like that hat idea.
No, your ideas are good.
I'm gonna lose money on the hats. They cost me $30 a hat because I only got 10 of them.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, sorry. Do you have a contact in Thailand I can call?
In where?
In Thailand. Like, where would I get a hat?
I mean,
hats are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we can't go do business in China right now.
Do you know anybody? I mean, you were do you know anyone in the fashion world that I can buy something through?
Well, I mean, I might know someone. I can find out what pricing is for this place up here.
Yeah, that would be unbelievable.
And I mean,
I literally asked you this question like 12 years ago. I think I messaged you and I was like, hey, do you happen to know anyone in the fashion industry that can help me get with these hats that I was trying to design?
What hats were they?
The 546 AM hats. I've been thinking about this forever.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can ask somebody I know, but they do clothing. They might be able to find hats. I don't know.
Hats are clothing. They're for your head.
5:46 in the morning.
Well, hats are accessories, but I guess yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just expensive for whatever reason.
I mean,
it's a lot of material there.
What's that?
It's a lot of material, like for a hat.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so expensive, but yeah.
Is it knit?
No, the 546 ones are the regular with the snapback.
Yeah.
Regular baseball hat.
Where's the 546 on the front?
Yeah.
On the front, yeah, and it's written in pager font. So it's a black hat with white font that says 5:46 a.m. and it's in pager font. So I think it looks pretty cool.
Biggie would definitely approve.
Yeah, you're right. And and tell you what, it's gonna catch on, and I might change the name of the show to that. I keep thinking that she's looking at me. What is going on right now?
She's checking it out.
Oh, I thought you were looking up at me like in the Brady Bunch.
No, Abby's checking it out.
Hi. Oh, okay.
Hi.
We have an intruder. Hello, Abby.
She's another viewer.
Nice. Well, tell her to log on. I need to have everyone in my
interview
log on right now.
I looked on Facebook. I don't see the share.
Only if she's using my computer.
You don't see the share?
I don't see the share.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out. I don't know. Billy would know it better than I do.
You don't see the share. Who knows?
Well,
anyway,
keep me posted.
Yeah, the next we're gonna call you on every time we don't have somebody.
Last resort.
You'll be like the guy like at the Tonight Show. They always have somebody who sits in the green room. Like every night, it's like the same. They have like a rotation of people just in case one of their top guests don't show up.
Oh, okay,
and they just bring somebody on. Like, can you imagine being that person? They're like, hey, just sit here. They pay you whatever, and you just sit there.
Well, you're saying, can you imagine being that person? Apparently, I am.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to imagine too hard.
Hey, you've gone on twice. That's more than anyone else has.
Right? I'm only kidding with you.
That's pretty good. I know. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight, Friday night. Thanks, Ash, for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Nice to see you.
All right, Billy. We'll see you.
All right.
Bye, Billy. Bye, Ed.
See you Monday. All right.